Welcome back to the final episode of Let's Play Cave Story Plus. Last time, we climbed to the top of the island, fought Misery, the Doctor, and then Sue Misery and the Doctor. It was quite the final battle, but now we have something even harder. Hell. The 290 counter is activated. A black wind blows through your body. All weapons drop to level 1. Welcome to the ultimate challenge in the game. When I say ultimate challenge, boy do I mean it. Did you know that the woman named Jenka had a younger brother? His name was Ballos, and like his sister, he possessed magical powers that no man had. This final area is a true gauntlet and requires that you have utter mastery of this game. Should you not, you are going to be having an incredibly hard time. There's also one final life capsule here to put you at 55, so that's nice. Otherwise, he led and protected the people with his magical power. They loved and trusted him, even more than their own king. Should you have done everything, Curly is here. Ow. We used the tow rope, and now, welcome to one of the hardest rooms in the game. Frankly, I would recommend rushing this as fast as you can. Just get through it and get to the end. These little cherubs are going to cause some severe problems for you. Try to ignore them. Jealous of Ballos, the resentful king caught and imprisoned him. His punishment was severe and cruel. Humans truly are terrible creatures. But yeah, spending as much time here as you possibly could isn't great. And frankly, it's really hard. Alright, attempt number 2 in the Bloodstained Sanctuary. Now, if you can, I would recommend trying to use the cherubs to damage boost you forward and not get hit by the blocks. The blocks do a lot more damage than the cherubs do. So if you can take the 5 rather than the 10, that's a lot better. Well, I'll meet you back for attempt number 3. Alright, attempt number 3. Let's do it. Whew. So yeah, this honestly, I think is by far the hardest part of doing this endgame challenge. It's brutal and incredibly difficult. It's super easy to just take so much damage while not paying attention and to totally get wiped out. But once you get here, Ballos was driven into a state of pure, uncontrollable rage by the punishment. Weakened by the torture, he was helpless to contain the fury. The king and kingdom were swallowed by Ballos' wild magical forces. The life that he loved so dearly was turned into ruins in a single night, shrouded only by fiery hot ashes. Once you get to this point, Curly will wake up and you can infinitely farm health here. So, I would recommend slowing down, taking your time, and farming back up to max life here. Trust me on this, you're going to want to. With Curly at your side, or I guess in this case at your back, she will have the nemesis of all things. So even if you didn't trade it earlier with Mr. Little, you can get it now, effectively. The nice thing, too, about her having that, she cannot level it up. So you don't have to worry about Curly Brace shooting rubber duckies or anything like you might have if you yourself used the nemesis. The nice thing about this segment is that they do have heals all throughout it. So if you don't want to wait, like I'm not, you can easily heal yourself with all the life pickups, which is super nice. Woo. So yeah, while there is a timer, there's no penalty for taking your time in this segment. Go slow, do what you have to. If you end up taking a little too much damage, just go back, refresh your heals, and come and try again. This is frankly the hardest part of the game. And once you get past that room, you're kind of good to go. The other big thing about this area is that it really pays to know where the enemies are hidden, because these cherubs will keep popping up out of various locations. So if you don't know where they're at, maybe do a run just to figure out where they're at. Otherwise, don't worry about the timer. Hell, it could take you an hour if, you really cared. And obviously, while I hopefully don't want to waste that much time, we'll hopefully get through it soon. Driven insane by his punishment, Ballos was confined to the floating island in the sky by his sister Jenka. That was all she could do. For Jenka, killing her own younger brother would be impossible. So yeah, plus, you get a lot of lore by doing the true ending. And while it is hard, don't get me wrong, I think it's absolutely worth it. While I've never experienced it myself, I've at least seen it before. Now, I will say, some of these segments are actually good places to use some of your other weapons. Like right here, the fireball will help you a fair bit. Ultimately, though, the spur is still going to be your cream of the crop. And frankly, I don't think I'd recommend really using anything else other than it, if I'm going to be completely honest. While things like the fireball can help, it's probably just best to keep the spur equipped the entire time. Because frankly, no other weapon is going to outdamage it. Sure, you could level up the missile launcher with all these experience points, but frankly, the spur's damage is going to just be so much more than anything the missile launcher could do. I would recommend just sticking with it. This is also why getting the spur is admittedly so important. It makes this area way easier. Now, frankly, if you're playing the game in the true difficulty, then, you're probably no stranger to just having to not get hit at all, ever, because otherwise you would just straight up die. That's one of the reasons I really didn't want to do the hardest difficulty, is because, frankly, I want to enjoy the game. And I'm not saying that, a game having a challenge like that is bad. I'm just saying it's not quite the experience I want while going through the game. So we'll take our time here and, play it how I think it was, intended. And to be fair, in the original release, there wasn't a hard difficulty. The game had one difficulty, and that was that, which frankly, I kind of prefer. I like when a game has one set difficulty that is how the game is meant to be played. It makes the debate of, oh, you played on easy mode, and oh, you didn't play on hard mode, so you're bad at the game, just go away almost completely. So I would much rather that than, oh, you're on the baby mode, It's just not a fun debate that I like hearing. It's kind of one of the reasons I like games like, say, Dark Souls or other things, or, things that don't give you a choice on difficulty when you first start. I prefer that largely because it's like, yeah, you're playing on what's there. Also, increases your maximum missiles by 24 at the end of the game. Very nice. Yeah. I much rather prefer games that have a set difficulty. Jenka's witch daughter, Misery, is to blame for the demon crown. She forced Ballos to create it. Because of this offense, she was cursed by the crown, compelled to obey whoever possessed it. The curse can be lifted if the demon crown is destroyed. However... So yeah, wonderful time for lore game, thank you very much. But, we're just a little busy. Admittedly, I am very, very low on health. I would like to go back and farm up for what's to come, because, I really don't want to have to redo all this. So, I'll be back in a moment. And besides, luckily for you guys, the timer's right there, so you'll know just how long this took me. Now, something, too, I didn't mention is that with the Whimsical Stars, you can actually beat a lot of these enemies through some of the walls that you're not meant to fight earlier. And yes, as evidenced by my time, I have certainly been taking my time while doing this. Like I said, although there is a timer, literally, take your time through this segment. There's no sense in wasting your life pot early and having to redo the entire trek back just because you wanted to go a little quick. Now, if you're a speedrunner or something, I mean, look, disregard me, and you're probably way better at the game than I am. So, point is, I'm trying to be helpful for, whoever's watching, but this stuff's hard, man. Woo! And again, imagine trying to do all of this on a 3DS D-pad. let me tell you, not very fun. Doable, I'm certain, but not for me. I'll tell you that much. Now, something that might be smart is trying to level up the missile launcher while you're going through here, just because, I mean, they did give you a whole bunch of missiles to use, so, you know, it only makes sense. Though, if you can't level it up, don't worry too much about it. It's not worth dying over, though it would be nice. Alright, home stretch. At least more or less. I guess we could break that from up here and kill that little guy. Ow. Whew. Still, we're doing just fine on HP. That is the one downside, though, is that if you do reset the room a whole bunch, you will have to re-clear it out, but frankly, I think it's worth it. I would much rather redo this room like 30 times than redo the previous one, even like, you know, however many hundreds of times it would probably take for me to get back here. That room's not a lot of fun, and I always hated it. Whew. So yeah, I would recommend abusing the fact that Curly has Nemesis. It's super good. And plus, if you don't actually have the weapon yourself, then, you know, let her go to town with it. Why not? Go. Just gonna take the damage there. Yeah, this part is kind of rough. It's not the worst, but it's also not the easiest. Woo. Alright, not bad, not bad. Still at a pretty good 38. Now, I believe I left a little bit of health in some of the earlier areas, so let's actually backtrack and go grab that. Again, I would rather play it safe than sorry. It is much better to enter here with as much health as possible. Yeah, see, I knew I left a little. And granted, while it is a, you know, a tiny amount, it's at least better than nothing. Like I said, take your time, you'll get through it. Even if it takes you 100 attempts, you'll get there eventually. And besides, just think of how good at this place you'll be by then. Whew. Like, the one thing is that some of the platforming is a little scarier than it has any right to be. And once you get here, be ready for boss time. Fortunately, there will be a bunch of the little cherubs, but if you're paying attention, you can actually farm infinite life here. So it can be pretty worth your time to just stay in this room and fight them if you're, you know, good at dodging for that long. I'm not the best at it, so, you know, usually I don't stay here all that long. But when you're trying to actually do some damage to the boss, just stand right in the center. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna use my life pot. Yep, let's do it. Oh no, not that. There we go, back to the spur. Just stand right in the center and really mash on the button. If you can charge the spur, all the better, but focus more on dodging and keeping your life up. This, frankly, is the boss I would recommend using and saving your life pot for, because frankly, this would be a terrible place to die. Also, make sure you get out of the way, otherwise you'll be crushed. Now, admittedly, we have a lot to go. Demon Crown will be restored anew an infinite number of times so long as Ballos' heart still beats. That is the supreme magical power of his eternally enraged soul. It is intrinsically imbued into his evil creation, the Demon Crown. Yeah, remember this room? Fortunately, it won't open. However, the statue room will. And you can break the statues. Ideally, you'll get more than just EXP and missiles. Those can drop health, which is super useful, but we got very unlucky. There's a good chance I'm going to have to redo all of this, and I'll be seeing you later. Still, please kill my master.
Doing so will liberate Misery from her eternal curse. This is the only way that a recurrence of the tragedy can be stopped. My master's name is Ballos. He is a man who cannot die. His magic is beyond any control.
Yeah, it's quite the tall order. Welcome to the Seal Chamber, where the true final boss is.
Welcome. I am Ballos. Long, long ago, I allowed my drive for magical power to grow recklessly without fear of enduring any retribution. A magic so powerful that even its own master was helpless to contain it. So furious and unstoppable was this force that its fire consumed the child who adored me and the wife who loved me. They were swallowed by its flames and suffered dearly, all because of my selfish transgression. My eyes were fixed, and I was unable to turn away from the fiery horror created with my own magic. I could only laugh then. Jenka sealed me away, with my magic raging more violently with each passing minute. I've waited long for this. For the person who will bring my immense magical fury to its end. Now, kill me. Or I will kill you.
So yeah, welcome to Ballos. He is no joke. He does a fair amount of damage, and frankly, I have never fought him before because I could never get through that section in hell. It's not something I'm entirely proud of, but hey, ow. You know, hopefully we'll be alright. In worst case, even if we aren't, I'm sure we'll get through it eventually. Whoops. Well, I died. I'll meet you back here. Whew, all right, we made it back. Time for rematch number 2, Ballos. Hopefully we get something actually nice from these statues. That would be ideal. Well, I'll take that. And hopefully some missiles? Ooh, health. I will absolutely take some health. A big level up gem. Sure. Missiles? Hopefully. Yes. Alright, 21. Not bad, not bad. And I still have my life jar, so that's good. Alright, here's for all the marbles, baby. I'm not gonna lie, my hands are extremely sweaty. This is super nerve-wracking. But let's do it. Ideally, I'm gonna save my missiles for a little later in the fight. Gosh darn it, I need to keep jumping when he does that. Alright. So bad. Frankly, I'll take what damage I can get. Here we go. Ooh. Ow. I would rather take the little love tap than actually get hit. Alright, first phase down. Ooh. Phase numero dos, which frankly, I'm gonna just pop the heal. Yep, we'll use it. Welcome to Ballos' Eye. It is his eye. Frankly, for this part, you can actually just get the sword and totally mash. Careful though, he can get underneath you. Still though, this is actually a really great spot to farm up. If you you know, can parse what's happening. Frankly, I'm having a bit of trouble. But yeah, if you just stay on his head, you can kind of just kill these little dragon things and try to get health. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it can work. So yeah, admittedly, I really need to just focus on trying to kill him. Yeah, he's not that easy. I would really like some health, please, and thank you. Still, this is a really good phase to try to restock up on missiles, so if you're a little low, I would take the time to restock. At least, you know, attempt to. There is so much going on, I'm gonna be honest, I'm having a real hard time parsing what's happening. Woo. Okay. I am taking a lot of damage that I really should not have taken. Alright. Just keep it cool. Keep it cool. They're not dropping the health I need. Uh-oh. Excuse me, little fellers. I need some HP if you would, please. Any extra damage I can get on Ballos is a bonus, but I really want to focus on living right now. Alright, there we go. Luckily, Curly will help you clear them out. So that's super nice. Uh-oh. Alright, we did it. Welcome to phase 2. He means business. Ow. So yeah, be careful. Whew, okay. Yeah, this part's not all that bad. Make sure you get between those little eye bits, and you should be all good to go. What's really jarring about this fight is how much the camera moves. It's, you know, nothing else really moves like this at any point in the game. So it can be a little difficult if you're, you know, not super prepared. Whew. All right. Oh, come on. Get that last one. Oh, no! Oh, alright. Well, attempt number 3. I'll, meet you back. Alright, Ballos. Attempt number 3. Let's do it, buddy. Come on. I have a good feeling about this one. Honestly, I think during phase 2, I need to not try to, you know, refill as much like I did before. I think that was where I kind of got in trouble. Ooh, that's not good. Still, I only got, you know, it was 3. Not that bad. Whoops. Alright, let's avoid the lightning. Ow. Ow. Taking a little bit more damage than I probably should. It's alright, though. We're living, we're living. Alright, phase 1 down. Alright, let's see what we can do about phase 2 now, Honestly, if I can just mash his eye and kill him, that would be phenomenal. Let's try to get some heals. That's the one nice thing, is you do have a fair amount of iframes in this game. Alright. Oh no! I got squished. Well, attempt number 4 it is. I'll meet you back here. Alright, Ballos. I'm certain this time I'll have your number. And if I don't, well, I just need to get better. Darn it. Oh, I kind of just took that one to the head, didn't I? Not ideal. There we go. Alright, cool. Phase 1 done. Whew! Not so bad, not so bad. honestly, I'm just gonna try to kill him. Alright, we got him. Whew. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Just gotta beat Ballos. You know, Ballos times whatever. However many balls he has. Don't know that I want to know that info, and I'm going to use my life pot, because... Alright, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We got this. Even if it's not lucky attempt number 3, I'm sure we'll be fine. I keep running into that like adult. Oh, that's really bad. Go. Hey, come on. There's another one. Ooh. Oh, gosh darn it. Ooh. Okay. Should be coming around this cycle. We got him. Alright. Now what? Platforms, alright. Looks good to me. Do I shoot? Looks like the answer is yes. Start laying waste, alright? Oh gosh, and cherubs too? Oh, he pushes you. Uh-oh. Okay, alright, alright. Come on, baby. This is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. No! We were so close. Attempt number 5 it is. Alright, attempt number 5. Here we go. Let's do it. Nice and patient. Nice and patient. Go. R. Alright, good first phase. Woo! Good, good, good. Now, let's actually use the King Blade for this, which is a little weird, but trust me, we can just kind of mash and really get some awesome damage. I don't want to level it up, mind you. I just want to get in there and throw it as quick as I can. Because look at this damage. It's really good. Fortunately, it leveled up, but that's alright. There we go. Come on, baby. Nice, alright. We got him. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I am one hit from death if I touch these things. I might want to just use the life pot. Honestly, I'm gonna. I just want to be safe. Alright, come on. Ow, yep. I did not trust myself to not get hit, and frankly, it was the right call. Whew, alright. Get what damage we can. Right, good. Alright, I think we got them all. Nice, 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 nice. Huge. Ow, those still do a ton of damage. Come on, baby. Just mash with missiles. Ow. Frankly, I think taking the 2 from down there isn't as bad as taking the damage from the angels. Alright. Yeesh, this is just a lot to deal with. I would really like some of those heals, but it is what it is. Alright, just keep it tight. Nice and focused. Thanks for the D-boost, buddy. Frankly, just take the 2. And we got him. Holy moly. We beat Cave Story Plus and got the true ending. I've never done this before. So, let's enjoy it, shall we?
It stopped. The island has stopped falling. Was the negative power weakened with his defeat? I don't really get it, but whatever. Maybe our work here is finally over.
Can't breathe.
Huh?
Hot, so painful.
The wall.
Help, can't breathe, so hot.
We're both going to be crushed in here.
Hey! There you are, just like Misery said.
You came here to save us.
Hold on tight. Here we go.
Good old Balrog.
Whoa!
How's your head?
A little beat up. Close. Such a narrow escape.
I thought I was scrap metal this time. Looks like we owe you yet another one.
There's no need for that. I did what Misery asked.
Misery? As in that witch?
Yep.
Doesn't she hate us? Wait, don't you hate us?
You two defeated Ballos. Our curse was lifted thanks to you. Misery and I no longer have to listen to orders from anyone.
I thought you were a bad guy, but it was just because of the demon crown?
We asked for it. You have to remember, it was Misery who had Ballos make the crown.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yep. And now...
Now...
what are you gonna do? I can take you anywhere.
Well, since you asked, our mission's complete, so I want to live somewhere calm with a nice view.
Pardon me, but,
Yes?
can I go with...
Sure. All three of us, we can live together for sure.
Really?
You can even pick the spot where we all live. But take us someplace nice.
Gotcha. All right, hang on tight.
So yeah, that is the true ending of Cave's story. Like I said, I have never done that before. I got really close when I first played the game. I got, as far as the last cabin on my Nintendo 3DS. But I never managed to make it through hell, and much less, I don't think I ever even got to Ballos. I really struggled with that end fight there, and frankly, that feeling of finally conquering it is so good. Oh, it was so good. Frankly, Cave Story, and Cave Story Plus, for that matter, is a really fun game. It's tricky at times, don't get me wrong, and it's decently hard, especially if you decide to do the true ending. But frankly, it's a very important game, not only for, people playing it, but for the history of a lot of games too. It's been through quite a bit, and frankly, its influence can be seen. I mean, look at games like Hollow Knight, for instance. There's some Cave Story in that for sure. Make no mistake. And there are plenty of other games too that have also been influenced by it. Not just Hollow Knight, but at the moment, that's the only one I can currently think of. Oh, man. What a fun game. And two, I love the fact that they do this little reel telling you who everyone is, all their names, and going through this little, ending scenario. It's super cute, and I love when games do this. Oh, man, though. The feeling of relief of finally beating Cave Story and getting the true ending. Man, is that awesome. Admittedly, I don't know what comes after this. At least in terms of what the next Let's Play will be. But I'm sure we'll figure it out soon enough, and, hey, like always, hopefully you enjoyed watching this. It was a lot of fun to replay through this game and actually do it justice. Between the visuals, the music, heck, even the level design, and admittedly the controls, this game is very well made, especially, for having been originally made by one person. While this is Cave Story Plus, effectively the remaster of the game, they did a wonderful job. All the soundtracks, the improved visuals, everything. It's a wonderful game, and frankly, I'm so happy that I could actually go through it and finish it properly. Man, I'm so pumped and excited. This has been something that's felt kind of off for me, this being a game that I just couldn't finish for the life of me. So coming back to it and finally doing it, especially, as a Let's Play and for everyone watching, it feels great. So, thank you very much. This is the end of Cave Story Plus. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, I've been Bread. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.